to a few people drop on. Oh, there we go. London girl. It's a bit slow to chat. No idea how the connection's going to be, guys. Oh, yeah, you're right. Let's see. Let's see what shizzles is going on here. Okay. I am here. There's the temple. Please park here. No idea if I parked there or not. I think I did, yeah. So, what's yellow mean? Pebble footpath. Green is where's the footpath and bike track. Okie dokie. So, I'm essentially just going straight. Let's see how. Let's go for a little. Let's go look for a little wander. There's Druid's temple ahead. Let's see. So how's that? Not that I care, but how's that bullshit coronation going on? Barely anyone celebrating where I was. People just carrying on with their days, like doing their shopping in the pub, chatting, talking nonsense. There's literally like about 6 people in the pub watching the. So I'm going to hope that this connection is going to stand. If it doesn't, I'm just going to have to just record it and then upload it later. So this records as well as live streams. So I'll upload it onto my YouTube channel after this, if the connection is bad, that is. Wow, what a name. What is it? Cobalt Blue Phantasmagoria. Police ripping not my king banners down. Yeah, I saw UNN reported that. I work with UNN, obviously, Unity News Network. We actually reported that. It's on UNN's Telegram. If you can go on it there, you can see like the thing of the photographs of police seizing "Not My King" placards. Which, like I said the other day, it really does show what this country is going to turn into. It's going to be a 6-month lull period of the king, going around touring the world saying, I'm the king, And then after that, what do they say in Game of Thrones? Winter is coming. It's going to be a dark winter, guys, because this guy, he is not going to be, not that I like Queen Elizabeth either. I mean, to any royalist out there, objectively, you compare when she took over in 1950, when she took over the crown, when she took over, became the monarch, to when she supposedly died. Is the country better or worse? It's objectively worse. So she has assisted in a hand in putting the country the way it is. But she was at least, she knew when to shut her mouth, basically. Occasionally she pipe up. Most of the time she just close her mouth. This guy definitely will be saying and doing be much more proactive in terms of tyranny. Public order bill came into effect just a couple of days before the the coronation, so that's the reason why the police have seized all of those signs. Temple, is it just another Stonehenge and it's just as legit? People, who knows? Let me just try and get some screenshots of that. Here we go. is there's just a bunch of rocks someone's put up maybe like a few decades ago. Who knows? That's basically what Stonehenge is, let's be honest. That's all fake. That's why I'm never interested in Stonehenge, because why? It's all fake. You see documentaries of them like putting up the pillars and everything. Oh, we think it looked like this. So this is some kind of like table, or we've got little stone seats. There's random. Put the chat back on. Toby Nix. Yeah, you right? You good? How was last night? Yeah, last night was fun, mate. It was really, really fun. Cheers for asking. Because I was just getting bored like live streaming, because the people I want to talk to, obviously they don't want to be on live stream, so I just sort of went, yeah, you know what, it's not great audio or anything like that, so fuck it, I just won't bother. But the Madness tribute was good. There was a rock band in between, they were really good. There was sort of like a glitter sort of band, if you know what I mean. Glitter rock kind of band. There is much mystery surrounding the Druid's temple. We do not even know for sure when it was built. But we do know that it is not prehistoric. In other words, it was an elaborate folly. It is generally agreed that the temple was built by estate workers at some point between the late 1700s and the early 1800s. Well, that's before Druids then, isn't it? That's after Druids, long after Druids. Druids were long before. The work was commissioned by William Danby, the owner of the Swinton estate. He was travelled extensively around Europe, which inspired him to build more varied and striking contrast of scenery at Swinton. He was also probably influenced by the Romantic movement, with its nostalgia for ancient customs and emphasis on the beauty of nature. Poets such as Blake and Wordsworth were intrigued by Druidism, and Druids were seen by some as England's earliest men of learning. It is even said that Danby employed a hermit to live in the temple, speaking to no one and allowing his beard and hair to grow, who lasted up to 7 years before vacating the role. Grow your beard, grow your hair, wear like a robe, and just do druid things, yeah, in this temple. There's no shelter or nothing. There's a little cave at the end where you saw the Tesco steak slices. Yeah, you live there. You're going to be my druid. You're going to be my pet druid. Yeah. The design of the temple with surrounding stone features must have been maliciously researched. There are several elements that bear a symbolic resemblance to an authentic druid's temple. The first chamber contains the 4 symbols of the elements: air, earth, fire and water. Heart, Captain Planet. Behind the three stones forming a screen is the solar chamber, and beyond this is the tomb of transformation. On the hill above the high stacked stones is the symbol of deity with the 12 signs of the zodiac surrounding it. Today, the temple is an attraction for families, walkers, and natural lovers to visit. Surrounding views of that. So basically, what they're basically saying is that this is fake as shit. So basically, this was created only between, say, maybe they're all real Satanists and they're sacrificing people on the altars and stuff. Don't know. Who knows? But this isn't what it claims to be. It's not a Druid's temple. So basically, it's like Stonehenge. Stonehenge is fake as fuck. People don't know. And I think it's like this sort of narrative as well of history that just the people before us were just fucking not smart, and or they just put a bunch of rocks together because they don't know how to make a house or whatever, or some kind of shelter. They just put up things. It's like that sort of narrative. Whereas I think we're actually, because the belief is, oh, it's the current year, therefore we're the most, because it's the year 2023, we're therefore the most smart people alive. And that's a very ignorant way of looking at history. It's probably more likely that there were people in the past who were a lot smarter. Maybe they didn't have technology like we have now, like YouTube and smartphones and all of that, but they had other technological advances that we can't even fathom. Do you know what I mean? So it's that it falls into that sort of fake history. I think that, oh yeah, people were stupid back then. They didn't know how to make shelters. They didn't know how to make houses. They just done this a crude way, or this is their this is a temple. This is what they think a temple was. You know, look how crude and foolish that the man was before technological advances. So this is basically just a LARP. This is essentially a someone's got a Druid's boner and they built this, and what they think Druids did. I think Druids were a lot smarter, and they would actually build proper structure temples, not this. This is like a crude understanding of what people think Druids did, I think. I don't know, this is just me speculating, I have no proof to this. But I just don't believe that extremely wise men would go, yeah, this will do. Nothing wrong with this. Yeah, I'll just live in this dirty old cave below me. So it's basically a fake narrative of history. But even in their own admittance, it's like, it's not even, like, they call it a Druid's temple, but it's not. It was only built in the 1700s at latest, which is long, long after the Druids. So it's fake. So it's just like Stonehenge is fake as fuck. That's why I'm never interested in Stonehenge. I'm just like, people go, I'm going to Stonehenge for the winter solstice or the summer solstice. I'm like, it's fake. Why? Why? Let's take a snapshot. There we go. Is this chat still working? Let's see. Let's test. Let's test. So I'll probably be staying around here tonight. I bought some stuff in the shops earlier, so I'll just be having like a small Sunday. I already had like a sandwich a few hours before, and then I had that jacket potato that Lisa got me. Thank you, Lisa, by the way. And late when I got back to the van, I actually had something else, and I was just because that in that state. I was chatting to some people, and like some funny shit happened, but I don't really want to talk about it. So Let's take a let me take a shot of this. Kablamo. Got it. Oh, Gab. Yeah, I just put Gab in because I'm just lazy. It's the shortest like command. That and UNN. So Gab is like basically an alternative to Twitter. And I've always rated Gab. Like Gab is like the only one that actually lasts, because the guy Andrew Torber, who was the creator of Gab, he's very much diehard Christian as well. Basically, the same thing happens like it did with what was that other platform, and it went out. And I said it. I predicted it would, because they're relying on Apple and Google to basically run their service. What was it called? It was big for a little bit, and then it just sort of teetered out. Oh, I can't remember. It was another sort of alternative to Twitter, anyway. So anyway, Gab got basically censored, right? Because unfortunately, it was relying on Amazon, Google, Apple to basically be on their app stores, and the way that they run their web, the servers and stuff. It was all via the big tech censors. So obviously, you're not allowed to be at a certain. If you get to a certain level, they'll go so far. So they can never truly be a truther kind of network, right? It's fake. So anyway, Gab got cancelled, and then Gab got smart. They built their own servers. They built their own app. They're totally self-sufficient now. Gab is, and they built even their own email. They made everything. So Gab is totally self-sufficient. It can't really be cancelled unless the only way it can be cancelled if the FBI, which especially under Joe Biden's FBI, wouldn't be shocked. Only if the FBI physically walk into the Gab buildings and take all the servers. That is the only way that Gab can be taken down. All of the others, they're all pretenders. Truth Social, all of that, they can only go so far. They're controlled up. They can just go so far, and then if they go too far, that's it. Amazon, all of them, all the big tech censors, which is just part of the state anyway. It's corporatism, it's state and big tech and big state working together. They'll just pull the plug. So Gab actually learned from their mistakes, whereas all of the others never, and that's why they always fail, because they don't learn from their errors. So I've always rated Gab, definitely. I've only got a few followers on it, but I've always respected it. What's this? Charles is moaning that it's bloody cop tours. What's cop tours? So let's have a look. Let's continue. Let's go around. I'll be honest, guys, I was actually expecting more. This sort of idea about this, but as I did go in suspecting, I said, I bet it's going to be fake like Stonehenge, because I just don't think Druids just were as crude as this. They would just make this crude kind of, this is our temple. This is essentially, they're basically saying this is our church. And if these people are generally so wise, they just wouldn't have a crude structure like that. They would have a proper, like, this is another, look, this is all fake, right? So just by looking at it, and people, when I first found out about it, I bet this is going to be fake. So this is their idea of some kind of hut of some sort. Four large stones with another large stone as a roof. That's like something a child would come up with, right? So straight away I'm thinking this is going to be fake, because I want to keep that fake narrative that the people before were just idiots and they didn't know how to do anything. Whereas I think personally, it's like the film Idiocracy, we're actually getting more stupider. That we can't build anything anymore. Do you ever notice that? I mean, when I say build things, I'm talking about things that will last the test of time. You see I was going through all of the old Yorkshire buildings. They're all still fantastic sort of shape. All of the new modern buildings, they're all falling apart, right? So we can't make like the sort of buildings that you see all in London, all the council kind of buildings, all of that are of prestige. They always have the good buildings. The rest of you live in squalor. So this is the fake narrative that all these people were done before us. How would they move all of these? How would they move all of these stones? How would they put it into this shape? If they truly were dum-dums, how would they move all of this? They're not intelligent enough to build a shelter, so how can they move all of this stuff? This stuff weighs tons. So they've basically told you, and when I read that sign earlier, it was only built in the 1700s latest. This is all fake, just because some guy had a Druid boner, and he even hired. Apparently, again, how would they know this, right? But then supposedly they've hired an old man to grow a beard, grow his hair, and wear a robe, and then pretend to be a Druid in the 1700s. So now, is it possible that it could have been used for more than just that? Some kind of weird sacrificial stuff that we all know people do now. You look at Bohemian Grove, for example. You look at all of that kind of stuff. That they still do all that sort of weird shit. So maybe in the 1800s, when the Swinton estate, whoever Swinton is, maybe they were doing some weird shit. And then they were just going, oh, no, I just love Druids. I just love Druids. Yeah, Druids, yeah. Yeah, just say I love Druids, okay? I mean, what do people think? What do people think in the comments? Are they wowed by this, and do they think it's real? That's two questions. Do you think it's legit? Do you think this is all true? Or, well, we know it's not true. I read the sign. It says it's only built in 1700s. Druids were like, I mean, I don't even know how long ago Druids were. Centuries ago, millennia ago. You know what I should have done? I should have brought like my lunch with me, and I should have just ate it. I should have. Is that an offering to a fake druid of a fake temple? I'm the real king here. If I could sit on my throne here, I am the king. The king of kings. Bow down. Mm-hmm.
Come on, give me a second.
I'll just go to my throne over there. You know what? You know what I cooked the bollards in Ripton. They had all like crowns on them, like knitted crowns. And I was just going to take one. I forgot to do it, and then just wear one maybe later in this temple, and then go, I'm the real king. But then I just forgot. Cool. Yeah, that's what he had. He had a druid boner. It says on the sign there. I read it. He said he was whoever this guy was. He was a big fan of druids in the 17 or 1800s, and he hired a man. He literally hired an actor, essentially, to pretend to be a druid. So then he would live there. Like what? I mean, when you really think about it, like that, does that just sound like total bullshit to you? Oh, what's this? There's something under there. What is this? What is this? I found treasure, guys. Treasure. What is this? It's a logbook. My God, we're gonna find some secrets. And there's a bottle opener. There's a bottle opener and a pencil. What is this? What is this magic? I thought it was gonna be, I thought it was gonna be weed or something when I saw it in the Tupperware box. What is this? So there is a bottle opener for obviously someone having a beer, a pencil, and then this logbook. What is this? Let's sit down and read it. This could be someone's final logs. Let me put you down. Yeah, let's read it. Let's have a look. It says, first page, Rose, Jack, Becky and James, 16th of the 4th this year. Swingers. Excuse me? It actually says swingers. Look. Swingers. Second page, Rami, TFTC, Tuesday, 18th of 4th, 2023. Kelly and Ryan, 18th of the 4th, 2023, on a Tuesday. It says, actually says, I'm a wizard, right? 22nd of April this month. I can't read that. Good dolls on a smiley face. Rach and Catherine, 30th of the 4th. Kat and Amanda. These are all victims. It's someone's murder book of the people they killed. 1st of the 5th. Oh, a few days ago. Iris. 6th of the 5th. That's today. Oh my God. Am I going to be added to this book? You know what? 6th of the 5th. Curtis and Lauren. 6th of the 5th. Trish and Ryan. Then obviously it ends. Shall I write my name down, guys? Sixth of the 5th, 2-3. King Sean. King Sean, delivering liberty. There you go, guys. I'm on the book. If you see it, King Sean, delivering liberty. I'm gonna put it there. I have no idea what the hell this is about. I just found that under there. With a for some strange reason, a bottle opener as well. I gotta put it back into the little Tupperware box. And then just slide it back under the thing. Oh. There it goes. Let you see it there. That's where it was, underneath this stone. What is this? I don't know. It's there. Oh, that's it. That was some spooky shit, guys. That could be the murder book. Maybe that means I'm gonna die. What's that manga called where like you write, is it Death Note? The guy writes something in the book and then it happens. Anything else? I don't think so. Maybe there's shit hidden in all of the structures. Let's have a look. I generally thought it was weed for real. Like I was looking at it, I thought, wow, there's a little bag. It's like a little weed bag inside a Tupperware box. And then I became disappointed. I was like, oh, right, it's just a book and a pencil and a bottle opener. I don't get the bottle opener though. Let's see this one. Take the bottle opener and put something else in as an exchange. What do I have? I don't really have anything though. Can it be literally anything? I've already done it, I can't probably go back. I'm sure someone will make use of that bottle opener. Maybe me later. Oh. Let's go back to my crown. But I'm not a king. The king of kings. The high king. So, just to recap, this is all fake. Okay. I knew it was fake, so I'm not shocked at all, because they want to keep this fake narrative that people were stupid back in the past, right? And this is their crude interpretation of what a temple looks like, right? And it even says here, we don't even know for sure when it was built, but we do know that it is not prehistoric, where the Druids were. In other words, it is an elaborate folly, as in a lie. It is generally agreed that the temple was built by estate workers at some point between the 1700s and the 1800s. The work was commissioned by William Dabby, the owner of it. He had a big Druid boner. He loved Druids. He loved the romantic idea of Druids, as did Blake and Wordsworth, the poets, to the point that Dabby employed a hermit to live at the temple, speaking to no one and allowing his beard and hair to grow, who lasted up to 7 years before vacating the role. So Dabby paid a man, an actor you could say, to pretend to be a druid. What kind of fucking weirdo? There's a little cave over there that he lived in, probably. That's probably his meal. The Tesco 2 steak pasties and a Galaxy chocolate bar. That's basically it. So this is all fake. Just like Stonehenge. That's totally fake as well. That's why I never understand when people go, oh, we got to go to Stonehenge for the winter solstice. And it's fucking fake. It doesn't mean anything. You know, people in the truther movement need to wake up to shit like that. It's like, no, it's fake. Like, and all these new age people, it's like, it's fake. It doesn't do anything. It's a lie. This was made in the 1700s. This is the 1700s interpretation of what Druids used to do. They used to throw stones around, make crude walls, make little tables with stone, like it's the Flintstones, right? Like they've watched too many Flintstones.